Hello and welcome. My name is Tricia, and I am both a human and animal Reiki practitioner. I was inspired to record this for you all. I found a note that I had written to myself on a sticky note pad that said big cat energy. And I don't know why I wrote it or when I wrote it, but I'm so glad that I did because it inspired me to do a full moon in Leo Reiki session for you all. So we're going to start with some breath work. I am calling this in like a lamb, out like a lion. So we'll start by just taking a slow, soft, gentle inhale. And then releasing with a roar. And really just feel free to get weird here. This is a safe space. You are so welcome to be as weird as you would like. Which I'm doing now. So let's go ahead and try that together. We are going to take a soft, gentle inhale and then roar it out. I personally am not going to roar loudly, but you are more than welcome to release whatever you need within that roar. So if you are in a safe place to do so, by all means. And if not, you can just gently roar like I am. So let's begin in like a lamb and now like a lion. I am channeling my inner lion cub for this. Let's once again go through this in like a lamb and out like a lion. Feel free to let it all out. In like a lamb, out like a lion. I'm feeling very lioness vibes. In like a lamb, out like a lion. Do what feels good for you. Whatever your body wants to do, trust that. Your body knows. I'm getting to be a sleepy lion. Let's do a few more. Gentle in-breath. And really roar. Roar it out. Go at your own pace. And one more. know I said one more, but we are going to do one more. Really feel free to open up that jaw, and if you feel that it's tight, go ahead and massage any area that still feels tight, like maybe you're holding tension through here. Maybe you feel it down here. It feels really good for me to rub the jawbone, going right in and around. But again, do what feels good for you. Alright, now feel free to return to your normal breath, whatever feels comfortable. There is no need to force anything. We are going to be so gentle with ourselves. Alright, I'm going to start. So I'm going to start with the Reiki symbols. All you have to do is sit back and relax. This session is to build personal courage, strength, and resilience. Now, I just looked and it is 11:11 p.m. on February 11th. I'm going to tap in to the energy of the lion. Strong, courageous, loving. I notice some of you are very much in your head, and I invite you to bring that down into your body. Where in your body do you experience courage? For me, it is is in my belly. Check in with your body and just notice there is no need to forcibly change anything. We are just going to allow. Where in your body do you feel strength? It will be different for all of you. I personally feel it in the trunk of my body. So hips, thighs, legs, very solid and sturdy. For some of you, you might feel strength in your arms. You might feel strength in your heart. You might feel strength in your mind. Listen to that. Your body has wisdom. Now, if you can imagine, where do you feel resilience in your body? This one's a little bit harder for me to put my finger on. It's interesting. I feel resilience in like my shoulder blade area, my wing area. And I'm getting the image of a lion with wings. That's beautiful. I wanted to say griffin or hippogriff. That's quite beautiful. So feel free to be as comfortable as you would like. If you feel like sitting, if you feel like lying down, if you feel like standing up and jumping up and down, trust that. Right now I'm getting the feeling of lion's breath. It makes me want to go like this. Feel free to stick out your tongue. Feel free to just sit there and not participate. Either way, you will still gain from this session. That felt really good for me. And I invite you to sound out anything that you feel needs releasing in this moment. I personally feel the need to move my hips, my lower back. I feel a lot of tension there, so I'm going to just slowly rock. Definitely have tightness. Just scan your body. I personally like to shut my eyes, but you can keep your eyes open. Do what you feel. I find that closing my eyes helps me tune in more with my body. That way I'm not so focused on the external, and instead I can go inward easier. I'm a highly sensitive person, so I take in a lot of stimulus. And I find that when I close my eyes, I'm able to reduce the amount of sensory input that I'm receiving. So it really helps me hone in on the little areas of my body that I've been ignoring. I feel like so many of us go through our days ignoring what we need, what our bodies need, especially for highly sensitives, neurodivergent, but really anyone. Feel free to move however your body is called to move in this moment. I still feel quite a bit of tension in my lower back. I don't know if you guys could hear. My dog is dreaming. He's napping right now, and he's doing the little tiny woofs in his sleep and so cute. And I'm always so curious. What are they dreaming about? If I had to guess, my dog is dreaming about squirrels. All right. Now that we are settling in, I'd like you to bring your awareness to your solar plexus, which is the space a little bit above your belly button, or around your belly button. That is typically associated with the color yellow. It is associated with courage and personal strength, which is what we are working on in this session. So feel free to bring your hands to that area if it feels good for you. It feels good for me, so I'm doing that now. So I'd like for you to imagine that you have a little spark, just a little tiny flame. That is your courage. It might be this little, it might be this little, it might be this little. Perhaps it is a big flame in your belly. Notice what color it is for you. Is it a yellow flame? Is it orange? Is it red? Is it blue or green? Just notice. You don't have to do anything with that information. Just see what's there, see what comes up. If you'd like, you could jot this down so you have it for future reference. You could just hold it in your memory, or you could just let it go. Whatever feels best for you. Alright, so I'm going to start by channeling the energy to you. We are just being so soft and sweet and gentle, just with so much love and compassion for ourselves, for our pets, and my cat Harmony hanging out with me. My dog is in the hallway. My other cat, Oscar, was laying in front of the door, but I don't see him now. That's okay. We want to allow our pets to be free. We offer the energy to them, but it is up to them if they would like to receive. So if your pets are nearby, great. If they're not, then great. It is whatever they decide. I'm now sending soft, gentle, loving energy to you. Let's return our mind to that inner spark. Now, when you think of inner spark, what does that mean for you? I see my inner spark as creative, life force, where the creation energy is being stored. And I feel like we all go through a gestation period where we might be holding our energy in. We might be afraid to let others see our spark. That is very normal and very natural, and something to ponder. Again, it is yours. This inner spark is yours to do with as you feel. So if you would like to just keep that little spark shining, that's great. Some of you will want to grow that spark, and I suggest that the fuel to add onto the spark comes from a very loving, centered, and grounded place. My belly is rumbling. So if we are to add some love and tenderness and kindness to our spark, what does that feel like? How does that feel in your body? For me, I am sending the loving intention with air to help that flame grow. It's when we blow on the flame, ever so gently, it will help it ignite even more. If we blow too hard, too much air can actually extinguish the flame. So we want to be so loving and so gentle and so soft with our breath. Just gently, ever so slightly, sending life force to that spark to grow your creativity. Now that you've potentially increased your spark, what does that inspire within you? What creative projects have been churning around in your head? Can you bring those down? All those amazing ideas that you have. We just send it down to the spark. So we can help expand and grow. Now, once you feel safe enough, that will open up the pathway to share that spark with others. And this is where the courage comes in. I know it can be very, very scary to put yourself out there. I'm actually quite scared to be doing this, but I'm also inspired and I've held on to my light for so long without sharing it. And really, that's not fair to others for me to hide and dim and dull my light. That's not helping me. That's not helping others. So I've been slowly and gently expanding my light. And I hope that you see the light and you are inspired by it. I hope that you can feel your own light. Feel your own spark of creativity and excitement. And that does not need to be shared with others. It can be just for you. And I guarantee that you filling your own cup will automatically help others. You don't need to put any effort out. Put the effort in. Check in with your body again. Has the tightness or tension lessened in any areas for you? Do you perhaps feel looser, lighter, warmer? I feel looser in my lower back, but now I notice a tightness in my shoulders and neck. I'm just going to go ahead and tend to my own body. And I encourage you to do the same. So much of courage and strength and resilience is seen as some big, grandiose thing, but really, it's just that spark. That little spark inside of you, that little nudge that your body might tell you to share something with someone. The courage to love yourself, just radical self-love. The courage to tell someone you love them. The courage to ask for a raise at work. The courage to say no to things. Say no to people. Even if it's scary, do it anyway. If you don't want to go someplace, you are safe to say no. It is safe. You are safe. And the more that you practice saying no, or the more you practice saying yes, if you feel that little spark of excitement, follow that. That will lead you to the best, yummiest places. On resilience. Resilience is something that happens over time. And it's as a result of being knocked down, knocked around by life, by situations, and sometimes by people. That is something I've experienced in my life. Resilience isn't about pulling up your bootstraps and getting through it. It's about being in it and choosing to love wholeheartedly, to give love to yourself, even in the hardest times. Know that your love is inside of you. It's always there for you. And you choose whether or not you want to share that love. It belongs to you. It's yours. And that is not to say that it isn't sometimes excruciatingly difficult. Boy, I have experienced and felt a multitude of difficulty, but I've always seen that as part of the journey. And if I hadn't gone through the things I've gone through, I would not be who I am today. And sometimes that's a really hard pill to swallow. Sometimes, especially when you're in it, it feels like it's never going to end, but it does. It's always in a state of change, transition, and flux. Resilience comes when you resilience is something that is built over time. Courage is something that we tend to have as children. As a child, we are more open to sharing our true selves. Tap in to the freedom that you felt, the freedom to just be you. And that starts by being you for you, not for anyone else. This is for you. And you are more than worthy to receive that gift that you give yourself. Now that we've built a foundation on self-love, we then have a springing off point to be able to tap into the courage inside ourselves, whatever that means for you. Once you have that love to give yourself, fully feel it. Really just feel it in your body. Maybe you feel called to give yourself a hug. Know that you've got you. You've got you, regardless of external circumstance. You have you. You've got this. You really do. So I invite you. This is just an invitation. It is not mandatory. But I invite you to breathe in softly, gently, and fully into that spark. I am going to breathe into my belly, bringing that air, that beautiful breath to the spark. And I'm going to hold that for me, and I'm here to hold that for you as well. You are so safe here. You are so supported. You are so loved. You are safe here. You are so supported. And you are so loved. Lovely. I offer you some words to reflect on. Feel free to journal or just sit and ponder when you're done with this session. What does courage mean to you? Is that what you were taught? Or is that your self-knowing? What does strength mean to you? Is this your belief? Or is this something that someone else told you strength should be? I personally see strength as more than a physical attribute. There is strength in our love, there is strength in our emotions, there is strength in us. Even when we are at our weakest, the strength still exists. It is within you. Resilient. What does resiliency mean to you? How do these things feel in your body compared to your mind? There may not be a difference, and that's okay. There might be a big difference, and that is okay as well. Love and allow where you are now. You've got this. Thank you all so very much for joining me today for the full moon in Leo with some big cat energy. If you would like to dive further into this topic, please leave me a message below. Thank you so much. I hope you have the best day or night, wherever you are, whenever you are. It is so, so perfect. All right, beautiful beings. I hope you enjoyed this session. I will see you all again soon.